Welcome to Singer Babe Learns Ableton Live. I've turned a song that I didn't like at all. I took the vocals that were messed up from that and made this more of an electronic song. I was making this in Europe and I posted it, and I actually had my second troll situation where this fellow just mentioned he didn't like it. Really thankful that dude, I wouldn't call him a troll, but it was a troll act. Like a big brother he can do better than that. This doesn't sound very good. First I blocked him and deleted the comment. Then I thought about it and I was like, it's not good quality. From sight and sound. I released it because I wanted to be consistent, but then also recognize that unforeseens happen. I'm not inviting criticism, but I wasn't happy with it. I'm glad I had an opportunity to try to make with those distorted vocals what I could of it. I want to take this one and experiment with making it a better Hertz than the 440, and I'm hoping to find out that there's a simple way to do it. So let's dive in and see if this is accomplishable.
In Ableton Live Suite 12, how to easily change the Hertz of a whole song.
Brian Funk.
There's a lot of talk on the internet, though, about the power of tuning A to 432 Hz. It's more in line with the mathematical properties of the universe. It has healing powers. It can fix our DNA. And I don't know if all that's true or not, but I get asked a lot if we can use A432 inside of Ableton Live. And now with the release of Live 12 and the new tuning systems, we finally can.
Yay!
So I'm going to show you what it
easier.
sounds like and how you can do it, and give you a file you can use that you can play in 432 Hz in your Live 12 sessions. There's some coding involved, but if you look closely, all we really need to do is change the reference pitch to 432, which is what I did. And then I exported this to the Scala file. I can drag this right into our tuning system. I can click Save, and Live will save it to my user library. And then when I go into my tunings, I now have 432 as a possible option. So we can play music now in A432 just by dragging this into our tuning section.
BrianFunk.com. Thanks, Brian Funk. So instead of screenshotting and showing how I'm doing it, I would link below this guy explaining it.
Okay, so do I add it here?
I can drag this right into our tuning system.
Okay, wait, how did he do that? Tunings! I hope to repeat this process often enough to know it by...
tuning.ableton.com.
It's opening. Ah, yay! The ASCL thing opened now. I don't know why, but I'm glad. This is the neatest organization of automation that I've ever used. Reverb, but I have it off for most of the vocals actually, because I noticed that when I pitched the vocals down, if you put reverb on them, they become more muffled, or it's been less audible, and you wouldn't really be able to hear the words. I'm learning a lot about how to maintain my main, but I don't want to flatten it with these headphones. It's quite a look. I took a few samples of bass, one of bass guitar, and then a few of electronic bass that have different qualities, and I altered the pitch a lot of it to create more variance in melody. I really loved playing around with panning this time. I'm a big fan of symmetry. I don't want it to go in one direction too much. Balance that out because I was going from the same side to the same side, but it almost made me dizzy. I want it to balance out the next time. It just brings my body, the body, a sense of peace and equilibrium. Oh yeah, that was what I had a lot of fun with too, the drums. I had a lot of fun pitch changes on the drums, just a little bit, and I really like that. I think it was usually on the hi-hat. I tried to add instruments and I found there just wasn't the space. So what I did instead is I made a melody out of the drums, which is really fun. Oh yeah, and what I also did, which I loved too, I'm so stoked about this. I've never made a drum and bass song before, and I usually like slower tempo. But this one starts out at 90 BPM, and then just after the first part that mentions to compound it, I speed up the BPM to 120.
The body.
And then at the next time of compound it, I speed it up to 136. And then for the very last time, I speed it to 147. So yeah, it goes from 90 to 147. Made a couple alterations because obviously when you increase the BPM that much, there's just not as much space. And I took off some of the panning so that it's not super confusing and shaved some things. I'm itching to go in and tweak that. My hair has a sense of humor. Oh, and it's also been really helpful to just copy and paste the panning, but I don't want to copy and paste the track and the bass. I want to copy and paste just the panning. So when I hover over it, it has these little dots on it. Then I can copy that part. Command. Sweet! Okay, let's call that done. Boop, 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 boop. When I was checking out at Guitar Center, I actually asked the guy, so it wasn't unsolicited, if he had any tips for me. And one of the things he mentioned was to ensure that the decibels are -4, -9 as a bass to start, and you write from that place. And I think, actually, I wasn't doing it. That gave me so much more room, really, without maxing out, just turning down the output signal to -6 decibels. I was actually really missing that. I'd been told that before, and I don't think I applied it to the overall master. Might be why I run into some issues there before. So thank you, random guy at Guitar Center. I really appreciate it. I always receive so much good advice when I go into Long and McQuaid and this new place, Guitar Center. And I don't know if it's, I don't know. I just want to say, being a woman in an industry that's primarily men, I'm choosing to look at it as a very positive thing. Some people can get offended if others assume that one needs advice, but I humbly know that I do need advice, and I do appreciate it. And even if I've learned something, the reminders are great. The intentions were so good. I feel blessed, actually. I feel like that's an advantage to have people wanting to uplift and offer advice, because I'll grow so much faster that way. Side note, I really want to study music engineering, sound engineering, not just for production, but to understand how sound works and the interpretation of it through the brain as well. And maybe also study how birds communicate with echolocation. I know they're not underwater, but I do have a feeling that they could sense the terrain from the echo return when they sound. I just think that's likely. It's not likely. So, yeah. I saw an osprey the other day. Such a cool bird. It's huge. White wings with black here. Mange! Consolidate.
Consolidate, consolidate. Yeah, consolidate, consolidate. Boom.
Yeah.